And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, wait, baby, let's go.
We're going to have a good time.
Ha ha! Yeah, baby! Friday night, oh yeah! Oh no, here we go. Mr. B's got a new show and a new flow. It's a whole new game with a brand new name. Fridays won't ever be the same. I'm here to have some fun with my vaping crew. Hit that like button if that includes you. Then sit back and just have some fun with your only one. Mr. B, yeah. Oh, Mr. B, yeah. The Northern Ape Show, that's where you are, Mr. B, yeah. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. Self-promotion. Let's go! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vapors of all ages. It is that time of the week. It's Friday night, and you're here with me, Mr. B. How are we all doing on this gorgeous, slightly warm Friday night? It's a little bit warm in the jungle tonight, so I've got my window open. So if there's any noises that you can hear that might be a little bit disturbing, apart from my voice, then yeah, that's what you can hear. How are we doing? Chubby cuddles to everybody. Chubby cuddles. Becky, good to see you. Chico, my brother from another mother. John the Vaping Joker. Mr. Anderson. Vapor Bonnie. Stuart, good day there, mate. Faxi, good to see you. Bill, good to see you. Yo, Bob Cattrall, good to see you, pal. Matthew, I hope you're feeling better, pal. Can we all... Obviously, I wanted... Because Matthew's a good friend of mine. Matthew has had a bereavement in the family. So I just want everybody just to show him some love. Get some love arts for our king of spanners, Matthew. We all love you and we're all here, mate. So, it sucks, but we're all here behind you. Oh, leaving on fire. Tell you. Oh. See, it's been one of them days today where everything's just been, I don't know, smooth. You know, then when everything goes to plan, district nurse turned up at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, 8:30. Meds sorted, no issues at all. It was just like easy as pie. Normally, I've got to fight all day to get everything done. Chubby cuddles to you too, free rider. We're all here for Matthew. It sucks. It sucks when you lose somebody in your family, and it really does suck. But we're all here for you, pal. We're a family, and that's what it's all about. I tell you, I look forward to Friday nights more than anything. And you can tell when I've had a bit too much coffee because I speak at like a mile a minute. So I'm just trying to calm myself down, just woo-sah. as we ease into the Friday weekend. How's everybody's week been? Obviously, if you've had a shit week, I understand with Matthew, but everybody else, have you had a good week? To be fair, Matthew, at 97, that's a hell of a life. I can only dream of living that long. If I make it to 97, I thoroughly believe I will go in some sort of museum. Mrs. B's like, please don't make it to 97, please. I want to enjoy some of my life. Yo, Nicky, good to see you, pal. Chico's week was shite. Mr. Anderson's been busy all week again. Mr. Busy. We need to change your name. Sure, Mr. Busy. Wasn't that one of the Mr. Men? Mr. Busy. I seem to remember something like that. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. It's sort of a habit that I make. It's been hell with 2 little kids with no back garden for the last 2 years. But now 2-bedroom house and back garden. Oh, nice. Nice, Faxi. Good shit, man. So we had a garden, kind of. We had a shitload of bushes in the back. The lady who had this house before us was some sort of, I'm guessing, gardener. But not with grass or anything. She liked to clip bushes, so everything was bushes. So obviously with having dogs, we removed all the bushes. That sounded wrong, but it's also right. We removed all the bushes and just put this gorgeous patio area down. So yeah, so we don't have any grass or anything, but we've got a lovely, lovely back end. I came home after 10 years gone for my 96 old, my 19 hit. Bloody hell, Cesario. Quick bob in, I'm Fubar and off to bed. Been up since 4 a.m. Then what are you doing here, son? Get your ass to bed. Grab your donkey and get to bed. I'll do, donkey. My partner's spirits has packed up really well. I am struggling reading tonight. Woo! I'm embracing my inner Harley. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Speaking of Harley, we're going to do some quick thank yous and gonna go over some comments from the last live. I don't want to call it the replay because everybody else calls it that, so I'm going to call it the echo. The comment echo. Sounds like a newspaper, but still. Cesario says, catching the replay. Of course I'm at work when y'all crack live. Well, yeah, well, that's just... I'm sorry. If you send me your schedule, Cesario, I will desperately try to make something around it. I'll try. Pete Harper says he's been smoke-free for just over 8 years. Woo! Obviously, we were talking last week about quitting and all that sort of thing. So, Chico, I ate Harley loads of times. So, congratulations, Pete Harper, for being smoke-free for 8 years. Let's move this over here so I can actually read the damn thing. Again, John Paul Glasgow, again on the replay due to work, but wouldn't miss it. Great show as always, big chap. Thank you very much, Paul. John Paul Glasgow, thank you very much. Pete Harper says, Nicolite cigarettes got me off smoking. The day I picked one up in Broadmead was the last day I smoked. I now vape at 100 watts on an RTA. You are in my kind of territory there, pal. I tend to vape roughly between 80 and 120 or about 150 on this thing. So yeah. Now then, if you remember last week we spoke about doctors and all that sort of shit. So we got an American perspective on all this by Mr. Randall Hayes, who said it's completely different over here in the States. You guys may have free healthcare, however, It seems like they're always sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. We pay for healthcare, we don't get treated like that. We call in and say we need an appointment. They give us a time, we say, okay, we'll see you then. Which Pete Harper replied to this one, so it was a little bit of a hang on a minute to comment. He comes in and says, we do in fact pay for healthcare, which we do. It's done through national insurance. Everyone pays out of their wages so that everyone can obtain a free service. That does not sound right, but we'll go with it. So everyone pays a bit of their wages so that everyone can obtain a free service at the point of need. Neither I nor anyone I know has had any problems accessing high quality healthcare and treatment whenever it is needed. You'll come in contact with assholes in any walk of life, but luckily most tend to be helpful, which is true. Now, just to clarify, the actual, once you get through to a healthcare professional, not an issue, perfectly fine. It's just the gatekeepers that are usually the arseholes. The ones who nosy receptionists who think they know best. You need longer hair to get in touch with the inner Harley. Or I could just shave his head. That solves the problem. I can't grow hair, but we can shave his head. Have a good night, Shrek. No offense, I had to ask. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that, Chico. Chico's around 200 watts. Woo! Bill, I suppose that depends on if you're on mouth to lung or direct to lung, I'm guessing. This doesn't actually have, this just has a pedometry, a pediometer. I can never say that word. But it says at full it's 280 watts, and I have it just over 3, so I'm guessing that's about 150. Bunny, I've been ranting all week about receptionists. However, having said that, today when I, was it today or yesterday? Yesterday when I spoke to a receptionist to reorder my script, potentiometer, is that right? I'm sure there's a D in there somewhere. Look, we know what we're talking about here. When I spoke to a receptionist yesterday to get my prescription sorted, easy peasy lemon squeezy. No pissing about, no. What you wanting that for? Just a quick phone up. What do you want? Right, ordered. Fact, he says, my new Dove Paul Top Gear DNA 250C came in the post today. Ooh, put some pictures up in the group, son. We'd all love to see that. Bill Richards, I just got the Pulse AIO. AIO, which I have the bridge in at 27 watts. So fair enough. I'm not a big fan of AIOs. I understand why people like them. It's just not for me. I'm more of a big cloud enthusiast, which is something we're going to touch on tonight because we have a bit of a topic to debate. Now, this one is a weird one. It's something that, I don't know. I've got my feelings on this, but I want to let you have yours. So, let me give you a bit of background to this. I was looking through Vic's Facebook group when I saw a comment which was discussing the difference between, or the unnecessary need for dual coil devices, because you get just as much flavour, if not more, from a single coil than you do a dual coil. And dual coil is just wasted. Jay Hayes then jumped in and said that's like drinking 2 cans of pop at the same time. You don't need dual coil. Now this, granted, there are some single coil bangers out there. Off the top of my head, the Nano Wasp, the Mongrel, fantastic single coilers. But when you look at something like the Dead Rabbit 3, which is a dual coil RDA, do I get more flavour from that or a single coil? This is a tough one. This is why I want you to wade in on this. I want your thoughts on this. If I was to stamp my opinion on which side of the fence I go, I would have to disagree with Jay Hayes. I would have to say, actually, no, you can get better flavour or a more prominent flavour from a dual coiler than you can from a single coil, with a caveat. It depends on coil placement, and it certainly depends on airflow, and even more so, it depends on how close this single coil is to the drip tip. So this is it's a fiery one, is this? There were loads of comments on this, all going, it's this, all arguing each other, you know, like, no single coilers, no dual coilers, no single coilers. And I'm like, do I comment? Do I not? Because obviously, in the vape world, as we all know, there are many people out there, unfortunately, who, when they think they are correct, they will back their opinion even to an irrational standpoint, where you've argued and argued and argued, and you could even tell them, look, black is black, and then show them a black picture and say, look, that is black, and they would argue and say, no, that is purple. So I generally don't get involved in arguments of this nature unless there's something that I can put forward scientifically where there's no argument. Mr. Layham says dual coil all day. Stuart Valentine just got the Dead Rabbit 3. Meh. Okay for flavour. See, here's the thing there, Stuart. Hold your horses, my Australian friend. I hated the Dead Rabbit 1. I especially hated the Dead Rabbit 2. However, the Dead Rabbit 3, I think, has had major improvements. Now, I love this RDA. Because it's got a lot of features that you find on the Drop 1.5. You know, in fact, it's very reminiscent of the Drop 1.5. However, you do need some big ass coils in it, and you do need to put a lot of wattage through it to get it to work properly, in my opinion. I have dual and single coil RDAs. Dual always gives me more flavour. I've been pleasantly surprised with the Pulse AIO. There's a lot of, I don't know, contrasting opinions on that one, Bill. I just don't get on with dual coilers due to the high wattage usually needed for the builds. True, I found my sweetheart. I found my sweet spot around 35 to 50 watts. Well, yeah, understandable scenario, especially for using single coilers. If the device is designed good, a single coiler can be as good as a dual coil. Agree. Personally, I'm using a series device, so dual coils are more suited for the job. Agreed. Oh, here we go. We've got an opinion. Mr. Layham, Jay Hayes is mad. If you take a sip of a drink, you get a little bit of flavour. If you take a big mouthful, you get a lot of flavour. I think what he's saying is, having dual coils is the same as getting 2 cans of Coke and pouring them in at the same time and trying to get more flavour. You're going to get the same amount of flavour if you pour 2 cans in at the same time as you would just drinking one. That is correct. However, I don't think it's a good comparison because, for one, we're inhaling, not drinking. And so obviously there is more to do with your taste buds in terms of, because vape, with it being a very fine liquid, which is what vapor is, a very, very fine, it coats your taste buds better, so you will get more flavour from a vape than you would a drink. But it's just an odd one. See, I love dual coils, because I like high-powered devices. I like high-powered coiling. See, bear in mind, I am a big Jay Hayes fan. Mr. Hale lives in an echo chamber behind a paywall, surrounded by yes men dropping $200 to $500 a month. Never mind the fact he's a scooter salesman now. I disregard his opinion nowadays. Here's the thing, Cesario, and this is where I'll disagree. Look, when it comes to... That's where that fucking thing was. I've been looking for that for ages. When it comes to reviewers, I never take one person's review as ad nauseam or ad nauseum. I don't say, no, he's the one that's right, I'm going to stick with that. What I do is I get a collection of reviewers' opinions and then make an opinion based off what they've said. Now, Jay Hayes' opinions I've always respected. Never, if he wants to sell scooters nowadays, more power to him. But it doesn't mean you can it doesn't mean that his opinions could now be disregarded because of that. That would like saying, trying to think of someone where we can bridge the gap. It would be like saying David Beckham now sells cars, so I'm not going to take football advice from him. You still would. Oh, now here's a controversial one. Mouth to lung for flavour. Now, the only mouth to lung I enjoy is pipes. That's the only ones I enjoy. A normal mouth to lung, like, the film. Decent enough flavour. But I get, for me, a direct to lung device can pump more vapour in, which covers more of my taste buds. So I would argue the MTL for flavour. I just watched the review of Jay Hayes on the Dog Pro Top Gear, or Dovpo Top Gear, and he moans like a little bit. You see, the thing is, facts, you can't... people are allowed to moan, they're allowed to register their personal frustrations. You just gotta... A lot of people see reviewers, and if they don't agree with something that they want, or they don't say nice things about something they like, automatically they're wrong. And I've always wondered that. Chico, I have to disagree. Which point? I'm making lots of points at once. You're gonna have to tell me which one you disagree with. I'm gonna wait now. I'm gonna wait for the one he's disagreeing with. I'll guarantee I'm wrong. The whole chat has stopped while we wait to find out what Chico's disagreeing with. Everyone's like, oh, he's disagreed. Ooh. Oh, MTL flavour. Oh, there we go. I thought you were disagreeing with me then. Well, in that case, then, Chico, I agree with you. I think... I also have to disagree. MTL isn't better for flavour. Bear in mind, when it comes to flavour, and this is something we all have to take into consideration, that flavour is subjective. Some people have different amounts of taste buds in slightly different areas. It's all science. But there is a little bit on that. Now, you see, Mr. Anderson, this is where we're dialing down a bit now. This is where we're getting to more of a logical debate on this one. Bob Cattle, if I want to equate a pod MTL with an MTL RTA, I will do. Do you know why? Because it was the closest thing to fucking hand. Right, so what do you class as a simple profile, Mr. Anderson? We're saying a straight strawberry, a mint. What can we do? Blueberry, the simple fruits and things like that. Is that what we're saying? For the simple flavours that are easy to register, MTL's better. Whereas something like a caramel latte would be harder to register. You got to bear in mind, Bob, I do not have MTL RTAs anywhere because I don't use them. And the reason being is when you pay for everything you review, which is what I do, I pay for everything I review. I'm not going to buy something to just review it and then never use it again. Everything I buy, I use, like my Fat Rabbit, like all the stuff I've got on my shelf. Everything I buy, I use, but I'm not going to buy something that I would never get use out of. I only use rebuildables, MTL and DTL wins every time. Yeah. Again, it's personal preference as well, Mr. Liam. I have to agree. I think DTL is better for flavour, and there is a bit of science behind it as well. However, you've got to take into consideration that Pippa, why are you squeaking at me? Come on. You've got to take into consideration that flavour is subjective. Oh, lost it all. Yeah, there we go. There we go. What to do? Pippa saying hello to the VapeApe family. Uh-oh. High five for everybody. There we go. Yeah. Oh, we're doing high tens. High 10. Very restrictive diet to lung. See, that's, yeah. I couldn't. I'm not an MTL person. Cesario saying hello, Pippa. Hello. You should do, eh? Princess Pip. Chilling out. What about restrictive lung? Now, you see, I've had one of the best restrictive lung devices I've ever had was the Arbiter Solo. However, it's still... The reason why I don't like restrictive lung is I feel like I'm having an asthma attack whenever I use one. I feel like I've like shortness of breath whenever I use one. Bear in mind, I breathe through a like wide open dual coil RDA, so a restrictive diet to lung just doesn't work for me. The Solo is a fantastic device. It really is. It's well thought out. It is exceptionally well made. It's good quality, and it works extremely well. It even is simple to use. It's just, even on the most open setting for me, I either have to use it as full MTL so I can get as much air as this body needs, or I can't use it at all. Because the restrictive direct to lung just feels like I'm having shortness of breath. Ooh, depends which pod, Bob. I'm going to argue on that one, and I'll tell you for why. Do I have one here? Think, Mr. B. Think. Something like that, I agree, Bob. 100%. I don't have one to hand. Bastard. But something like the Voopoo Drag 3 with the TPP coil, the flavour is immense on that. Now, it's still a pod system, but it's almost sub-ohm with the coil, and the amount of flavour you get from it is... it's just unbelievable. But it sucks juice for fun because the cotton ports are so fucking wide on the damn thing. It just goes through your juice for fun. Hip hop Jews, how you doing, buddy? Hip 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 hop. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Chico, Joshua, good to see you, pal. John the Vaping Joker, how you doing, pal? Yeah, Chico's giving out some coil advice here. Stuart, for me, is a set of Frylines, or framed aliens, around 0.3 on a series mech, and the specs depend only on the size of the RTA or RDA. Ooh. To be honest, Scott, it depends on the pod. I've got a couple of them here. I love this one. This one's one of my favourites because I love the look of it. To be honest, that's got the TPP coil and pod on it. It's the Wit one. That's why I like it. It's called Wit, and it's got the steampunk look to it. Some of your, I don't know, things like this thing here, this thing I've got to hand here. These sort of starter kit pods, like this one, this smart one, you know, they're not for me. I don't particularly like them. Depends on the pod system. Oh, purely for MTL, yeah, no. See, I'm not really averse with the MTL world. Like I said, the only MTLs I really enjoy are pipes. Other than that, I can't think of a single MTL device I've enjoyed, apart from one. The Aspire 9th tank. That was lovely. That was a lovely, lovely vape. Has anybody tried the 9th tank? From Aspire and No Name. Oh, bloody hell, on fire. If there's anyone wondering why I keep going backwards, it's to change the position of my legs. I keep getting cramp in them. It's a nightmare. Bloody nightmare it is. Oh, I tell you what. For a Friday night, we're having a bloody good conversation tonight. Pioneer was, I never tried the Pioneer. I won't buy something I'm not going to use often, and the only reason why I got the 9th tank is I got it on a deal thrown in. I didn't get the Kumo. I wanted it, I didn't get it, and I'll tell you for why I didn't get it. It's because I bought something else instead, and I can't remember what it was. Yes, I can. It was the Pyro. I bought the Pyro V4. Yeah, Pyro V4 instead. I had a choice of one of the two, and I just went for the Pyro. Being that the Pyro was 3 times cheaper than the Kumo. At the end of last year, the start of this year to be fair, funds are not readily available, so I've got to be very careful of what I buy. Very careful. I use the Patreon money very wisely. I look for deals, and I wait for a good deal on something. It means I'm later than most people with reviews, but that doesn't bother me. Oh, Chico, you don't need to do that, man. It's very kind of you, but you don't need to do that, honestly. How come you don't... Is there a reason why you've only used it for 2 days, Chico? Do you not like it, or... for myself, it was also based on materials efficiency. Dual coil takes more cotton, more juice, more power, less battery life. Agreed. Cesario, I fully agree 100% with what you're saying there. When it comes to dual coil is not only more efficient on your battery, but as well as your cotton, and it's simpler to build upon. There's a few people, Scott, even in chat now, saying that the Pulse AIO is brilliant. I've heard a few people complaining about it. I don't know. I might have to look at it, but I'm not guaranteeing that one. Chico, you're a superstar. I've learnt my lesson with arguing with you over this. I could never get into... Joshua Hilmer says, I could never get into MTL either. I dig restrictive direct to long atties, My go-to Aki is the Haku Vena. Nice. With a 0.5 Space Clapton. Very nice. The Haku's a lovely little banger. If it's the same one I'm thinking of. Mr. Anderson. Perfect segues this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vapors of all ages and rebuilders, listen closely. If you have not tried a Chico's coil yet, there you go onto Instagram, look up John_the_builder X, contact him and order yourself some coils today. I promise you now, you will thank me and everybody else for telling you just how amazing his coils are. I've had these coils in here now for, well, ever since I built the damn thing. They are amazing flavour now as they were on day one. These coils aren't just flavour bangers, they seriously last. Seriously. Mr. Anderson's got a ton of Chico's coils. Stuart Valentine's got a load of his on the way. Scoss, when it comes to Chico's coils, he will ship. However, because of customs, you obviously pay for postage, but there's no guarantee it'll get to you because of customs. It is what it is. Customs are a nightmare, unfortunately. Especially the US customs. I don't know what it is, but they get hard on for vape gear. But Scosh Chico is in chat now, or you can go to him on Instagram, or you can contact him through the Facebook group, the VA Platoon. Oh, big news, breaking news. Breaking news. Chico's new website is live in 3 weeks. And speaking of which, the VA Platoon is getting a website too. It's being built as we speak. There's going to be all sorts of cool shit on there. Mr. Layhem says, I'd even say Chico's coils are the best I've ever tried. I've tried every coil, can vouch for the lifetime. 2, I'm vaping mine that I put in a couple of months ago now. Jesus Christ, a couple of months ago. Well, there you go, folks. You see, I got myself... Well, no, that's... I'll start that sentence again. Mrs. B got me this for Christmas. This little bag. And in this little pack, this builder's kit from Vapefly is one of these. One of these. When it comes to your coils and when you're changing cotton, a couple of scrapes with one of them solves all your problems. Gets all the gunk off the coil and you're ready to go again. So I couldn't get, if you haven't got one of them, get yourself one. They're awesome. Oh, and if you haven't got yourself one of these tool bags, get yourself one of these as well. Woo! The quality's mind-blowing. Gloucester's dropped out. No, there's nothing. The quality is out of this world good. I don't know why that stopped. We'll just restart that. Yes, keep playing. Thank you very much. Oh, well, speaking of breaking news, I tell you what's been some good news in the vaping world in the UK. I'm going to give something. Now, I know this is football, but bear with me. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, and that is give a huge shout out to Lincoln City Football Club, who have sponsored up with 888 Vapor as a sponsor. That is huge news. I think that is absolutely fantastic. Having a vaping company sponsor a professional sporting club, I think needs to happen more often. I would love to see Burnley Football Club be sponsored by a vape company. I think that's fantastic. Vapefly sent you one. That is awesome. Bob, I think you'll know yourself just how awesome the kit is. Mr. B, what's your usual you vape at? I tend to go for between 0.3 and 0.5. That's where I like to hit. Mainly because of things like this device, which is a semi-mech. This pumps up to 280 watts, but then I've also got this beautiful piece of gorgeousness, which a couple of 0.3s in that, or even 0.5s. It's amazing. Or a total outcome of 0.5, not a couple of 0.5s. Dick. I put my brush in a cordless drill to clean coils carefully. Yes, I can imagine. You see, Jake, I'm more of a... I'll do 0.3, but then I like to use higher wattage as well. Mainly because it gives me the feel that I personally like. So, like for this, for instance, this goes up to 280 watts on level 5. I've got it between 3 and 4. So that's going to be at about 120 watts, as you can imagine. And these are 0.4s. I've got two 0.2s in this. My brain's gone. My brain has gone. I love that comment, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, that is a lovely comment. I'm going to read this one out. We have to remember that Chico is a very modest gentleman who won't big up his work too much, if at all. That is why everyone who tries them raves about them in chat. Very well deserved praise. That is fantastic. Another step to vaping evolution. The sports sponsor will be huge. UK's downright embarrassing us Yanks in the progressive. I think we're embarrassing the world on that front. It's not just the Yanks. More importantly, embarrassing who? Which is brilliant for me. I fucking hate who. I absolutely detest them. That's the thing, Mr. Lay. It's all personal preference, isn't it? I mean, I do prefer the 0.3 to 0.5 range, but I also like high wattage, which is rare. People tend to use about 50 watts on that sort of range, but I don't. I push it. Scoffs me, you're on the same wavelength there, buddy. Just on the same wavelength. Leaving on fire. Oh, I'm getting cramp in my leg. But no, I'm absolutely over the moon that a sporting institute, I mean Leicester City, Lincolnshire City, is about the 3rd division. So we're not talking Premiership or anything, it's still a professional football club. And it opens the door to more football clubs taking on more vape companies. Oh, Pippa, come here then. Come on, Pip. Come on then. Pippa, where are you going? Come here. Come on, up. There we go. She's bugging me to come up. She's like, oh, Griff, you're coming for a cuddle as well, are you? What's up, Griffy Paul? Ah, love you too. I'm getting hounded. I'm literally getting hounded. I would lift Griff up, but he doesn't like being lifted, do you, pal? Eh? No, you don't like being lifted. This is Griff. You might all remember him as a puppy. Yeah, he's still a puppy, bless him. He's, but he's getting big. His ears are huge. Alright, Pippa, watch out. Pippa, get down. Let's see if he'll come on. Come here then. Come on then. Griff, come here. Come here. No, don't get on the buffet, you muppet. Come here. Up. Come here. Come here, you little shit. He's shy, bless him. Pippa will come up, no problem. But oh no, here we go. Come on. What should I do? Hey, what should I do? Come here. Oh, we're coming up. There we go. Yeah. You bless him. Oh, Mrs. B's walked in now. She wants his mama. There we go. Bless. Or is he coming in for an upside down look now? Here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. There's Whiffy Pootsies. There we go. You can see his face now. There we go. Whiffy Poo. Oh, Griff. We call him Whiffy Poos. That's exactly what he does. Whiffy Poos. Don't you? Don't you, pal? What? Well, if I lean up any further, I'm going to break your chair. Pippa, what the... Pippa's like, no, I'm the star. Come on, Pip. Right. While we're here, we shall do a giveaway, I think.
Yeah, sweet.
Complete that one.
I can't pick you up and put you on camera.
Right. So, we've been speaking about about Chico's coils, which are absolutely amazing. How would you like to win some? Look it down. You can win a set of Chico's coils by putting !Pippa. I agree with your opinions about vaping, but Bob, you don't have to agree with me. That's the beauty of the human race, pal. The beauty of the human race. We can all have different opinions and be friends. It's a weird concept. You can disagree with me, but I can still love you. Hey, Pippa knows exactly where the camera is. Oh, she knows. I got my pulse ale today and have to say it's a bit more of a DL on a Vessel RBA. Very nice deal. I'm not going in, I got I didn't think so, Stuart. Yeah, I didn't think so, pal. So if you want to win a set of custom made Chico's coils, put !Pippa and you can be in to win. Dude, I love my dogs, man. They are my children. Do you know what? The stupid part about it is, I'm sat here and my male pride, I love the fact that you can honestly say, I don't agree with your opinions on vaping. I don't know what it is you don't agree with me on. I don't know what I say that's wrong, but still. But I love how you can be open with that. It needs more, Bob. We need more people like this. It drives me up the wall when people turn around and go, that's a point. Yeah, no, I cocked up here, folks. Hang on. Bunny's just yeah, sorry. It's because I was loving Bob Cotterell's comment so much. Right, hang on. Cancel this off. Let's do this again. Start giveaway. It's because Pippa was jumping up. So, it's !Chico, not Pippa. !Chico. We're going to run it again. Because like a tit, I said the wrong thing. Oh, I tell you, it's one of them nights. My brain's all over the place, and I'm a tit. Oh, freaking hell, man. We all love a Chico's coil, and now you get a chance to win one. But don't worry, you've got more time now because I'll just reset the clock. I love how Streamlabs does this. Vapor Bunny, you've received one ticket. A ticket to what? Streamlabs doesn't even tell me what he's giving tickets away for. Got a half husky and a golden retriever. He's a diva. He's always... I love dogs like that, Neil. Dogs have a very... How can I put this? A character. It's easy to see them as human. And with my dogs are my family. It's hard to imagine a life without my dogs, to be honest. I'm just trying to see if I can find them all. There we go. Right, just so everyone can see my dogs, my gorgeous pack. Here we are. So starting from the left, you've got Sweep. You've got Sadie, Reggie, who's a golden retriever with his winky out, Brian, Blossom, Poppy, Pippa and Griff. Griff looking ever so happy in the background of the Mrs. B's hot tub. So there you go. That is the pack. I love my pack. Mixed life. Mixed life. Bang on, Cesario, vaping, to each their own. Everyone wins. Not many communities like that. Couldn't agree more, mate. I've seen dogs experience the joy of discovery, endorphins for everyone. Absolutely, pal. Yeah, but Bunny, your dog takes after you. You're the only one to blame for your dog being as mad as a hatter. Because you're as mad as a hatter. What's my go-to juice if I had to pick? Easy. That's an easy one. And just as always, it's never to bloody hand because I've just run out of it and put the bottle to one side. No, it's Rochford Project. Rochford Project is my go-to juice, no matter what juice they send me. Even the new Midnight Oil, which is a coffee latte one, and I hate coffee vapes. All their juices are amazing. And I've got to give Rochford Project all the love in the world for their juices. No, I am not. He spends more time with Darren than he does with... Doth protest too much, me lady. That's cool, Faxi. That's cool, man. My mum still has my granddad's statues of... Because they used to have bulldogs. Ooh, Neil. Now, right. So, this is a weird one. So, for me, personally, I love my puddings. Anything lemon meringue. Lemon meringue is my usual one. Key lime pie is another one that I go to. These cereal ones are lovely. However, I do also really enjoy the cider type ones, which are very fruity but also very tart. So I like, for me personally, it's not so much about sweetness, it's about complexity. And that's why I like Rochford Project's juices. Yes, they are very sweet, but they're also incredibly complex in flavour. And that's what I look for. I don't just look for sweet, fruit. It has to be a complex flavour for me. It has to, when I'm tasting it, I like to sit there and go, oh, what the hell's that? Bob, if you love your dogs the way you clearly do, that makes you a brother in my eyes. Simple as that. Cider Farms Fruit Forest, I think I've tried that one, and it's bloody lovely. I always have a bottle of Dark Star Berry Bomb, but I think I have all their flavours now. Rochford are good. We Yanks have some proper juices. But that said, the UK is absolutely killing it lately. Dark Star, Foghouse, Rochford, Wilder West, Cornish Liquids, all bangers. And I agree. Oh, bloody hell. I apologise for keep shitting backwards. I've got horrible cramp in my legs. Stuck to the same juice over the last 6 years. Yesterday I fancied a change. See, I think one of the... Here's a weird one. One of the nicest flavours I have ever tried, and it's not Rochford. The flavour profile was rhubarb ginger sweet tea, and it was beautiful, but I can't remember who made it, which is a bastard. It might be Aristocat or something like that, but it was rhubarb and ginger sweet tea, and that was absolutely beautiful, wonderful. Ask Mr. B about it. Oh, yes, the Banshee Boulevard one. Nice, very complex, a bit weird for me. A bit weird, but very... So what I like about Wit Liquor, because Chico sent me some of those flavours, what I really like about Wit Liquor is their flavours are powerful. And I mean powerful. They will literally take a piece of cotton and own it for the rest of its life. Jake, I get where you're coming from with that. Shy Tots is a very good range. Bill, Jane does a wonderful range of liquids. In fact, I've got some here. It's just... everybody loves Jane's Mont Blanc from Shy Tots. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. But see, this is the thing. When I'm doing liquid tests, or when I'm doing liquid reviews, I don't say it's shit. What I say, I measure the quality of a liquid on A, its vapor, B, the amount of flavour I get from it, and C, whether or not I like the taste. Now, I can hate the taste of something, but still say it's got incredible amount of flavour and it vapes exceptionally well. Because I might hate something that you love. Nevens is meant to be superb. Nevens is meant to be spot on. It wasn't Vampire Vape Cesario. I wish I could figure out. In fact, I might be able to figure out who it was. Just 1 second. Because I know where I bought it from. Just 1 second. Go to search. Search. Where's your search button, you tit? I used to have a search one. Mixology. That's where I got it from. It's a Mixology one. I'd have never thought that in a million years. What nibble? I always run between 3 and 6. Faxi. What's the worst Atty I've ever tried? I know exactly which one it is, and you can check out my review for it. It is a starter steam crave Atty. I got it from eBay for £16. It was a genuine steam crave product, and it was fucking shocking. It was really bad. In fact, the worst piece of shit I've ever used in my life. I have to say, I love Amatorium juices. Amatorium's lovely. Amatorium's absolutely lovely. The Raspberry Ripple Amatorium was my favourite by far. I didn't try the mint cake because I'm not a big fan of mint vapes. I'm not a fan of mint vapes at all. Unless it's mixed with something like a Bailey's. A Bailey's mint vape is lovely. Because the creaminess of the Bailey's just... Like a mint custard, fine. But when we're talking like proper mint, like chewing gum mint, not for me. Whiplashed is lovely, Bill. Shy Tots Whiplash, superb. I believe I've agreed that one as well. I meant, I'll try that one again. I believe I've reviewed that one as well. The Drugger 2 Scots. I didn't find that too bad. My biggest problem was it overheated like a motherfucker. But I did put some big ass coils in it. So, it could have been overheating because of what I was doing. Oh, I forgot about that one, Mr. Anderson. Oh, I forgot about that one. The STNG. Jesus, I threw that away. I bought it in a deal for £10. And I bought a lot of other stuff as well. Because I spent like 100... Because what it is, with EC1, you can get a wholesale account. But you have to spend £120 for an order. And it was there for a £10. So I bought it for a £10. And I got it, wicked it up, ready to test it, and it was fucking dreadful, so I threw it away. It was absolutely minging. And you know, I've never touched a Wutofo product since. Can't bring myself to buy them. I think if we were to go with best, the best RDA or RDTA I've ever used is the Pyro 4. I think that's fantastic. For value, for when you take all the boxes into consideration, the best RTA I've ever used is the Fat Rabbit. I love the fact it's only 20 odd pounds and you get so much flavour from it and it holds so much juice and it runs forever. Or the it starts with a V. Valerian, no. Asmodus. Name's gone, but it's an Asmodus one. Asmodus V2, something like that. Worst acted to me was the wasp. Now, what? Vapor Buddy, you've lost your damn mind. Valuna V2, that's it, Chico. Well played. Yeah, no, it is a spitty little bastard. I will give you that, but for flavour, it was fucking amazing. I love the little thing. I've not tried the Arbiter 2 yet, Bill. I've not tried it, but I will do. If you ever wanted to find a really cool RTA, try that Valuna V2 from Asmodus. Oh, I preached about that for months, how fucking amazing it was, but you can't get one now. The Nano, I tell you what, I wanted to try, but I never bought it. I might buy it next week or the week after. But it was the Wasp King RDA. That looks fantastic. It looks like the drop. And a lot of, you know, like the Dead Rabbit 3, they've gone down this drop route, but the Wasp King just looks just a step above. My current setup is the Arcane RDA, Asgard Mini Valkyrie RTA, and Pioneer RTA. The man's got 4 hands. Bill. It's just a shame, man. The Valuna V2 was amazing. An amazing RTA. It blew my mind how good the flavour was on it. The flavour was banging. But it's mainly down to the raised deck and the raised coils. The coils go halfway up the chimney. It's fucking amazing. See, this is what I love. Absolutely adore about hobbyists. We can all name probably 20 RDAs and RTAs that we absolutely adore. And you can see the passion coming through, and that's why I love you guys. The passion is just there. I love that comment. Nikki, I never had a problem with wicking that. Never had a problem. What I found was there was a trick to it. And the trick was when you're putting the cotton down the wells, if you left yourself like 0.5 millimeter gap where the cotton is from the base of the deck, it wicked perfectly every time. It allowed juice under the cotton for the cotton to soak it up. Wonderful. The Recurve 2 has my attention. I must admit, Neil, has my attention. That is on my wish list. Siegfried, yeah. My biggest problem with the Siegfried, the mesh was wonderful. My biggest problem with the Siegfried was the clamps for the coil. You could never get the clamps, or on the one I had, Could never get the clamps tight enough to stop the coil from rocking. I still have the Deathwish V1. Woohoo! I've had it nearly 4 years now. Free rider, that is an antique, but a good one. I still think one of the weirdest but coolest RDAs I've had was the VapeApe Tsunami Pro 2. I might have added the 2. I think it was just the Pro. Tsunami Pro. It had the windows at the side, but it had the Kennedy type airflow system with the cylindrical vents up directly underneath the coils, and the flavour was banging. Well, on that note, folks, I'm going to wish you all a good night. I've just looked at the time and went, bloody hell, that's gone fast. Listen, seriously, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate all your time that you spend with me. I love you guys. If you've enjoyed this show, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment and I'll read it out next week. And if you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. But don't forget to hit that notification bell or you'll never see a video pop up. So until... Oh, who won the coils? Good bloody point. What a knob I am. Let's draw that, shall we? No. Right, let's pick the winner. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you so much for reminding me. The winner is Faxi. Congratulations, buddy. The winner is Faxi. I don't believe I nearly left without doing the draw. That's the first time ever. I'm hot. I'm stifled. My brain's gone all over the world. Congratulations, Faxi. You are the winner. You get a brand new set of Chico's coils. I don't know why I said brand new. It sounds as if you're going to get some second-hand ones. But built to however you like. So congratulations, buddy. Get in touch. We'll get that sorted for you. Right, folks. Well, on that note, I'm going to say good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. And subscribe. Until Wednesday or Sunday. See you on Sunday. We've got the quiz on Sunday. And I'll tell you a bit more about the website on Sunday as well. So yeah. So I shall see you all Sunday for the quiz. 8 o'clock. Yay! See you then. Thank you for watching. Bye.